Hello, friends, and welcome to Pwn Physics 365, a podcast dedicated to keeping you in the zone 365 days a year. This day in physics, word of the day, killer resource. Buckle up because here we go. All right, friends, hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Physics 365. Everyday physics. We're going to have 3 different segments every day of the year. We have a on this day in physics, a word of the day, of course, and then a killer physics resource to help you stay in the zone all the time. A little bit shorter format than the PWN Physics podcast. So without any hesitation, let's dive in. It's Friday, January 1st. Happy New Year's. And on this day in physics, in 1801, the dwarf planet Ceres is discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi. Astronomers lose track of it shortly afterwards, but its position is later correctly predicted by Carl Friedrich Gauss, and Ceres is resighted on 31 December of the same year. So we discovered the dwarf planet Ceres almost, 115 years ago to the day. So that's what's going on this day in physics and history. So looking to the past, the present, let's take a look at our word of the day, which is laser. As per Wikipedia, it is a device that generates an intense beam of coherent monochromatic light or other electromagnetic radiation by stimulated emission of photons from excited atoms or molecules. So when I was a grad student, I had the opportunity to learn about several ways in which lasers are generated. The basic idea is that once you can keep the electrons cascading up and down between certain energy states, you can then sort of quote-unquote pump them up and down, and it generates light in a very reliable way. These days we use lasers for a great many things: eye surgery, etching, sights on guns, speed detection, or to measure whether or not something is straight. The list goes on and on. Back in the last century, I can't believe I'm writing that, it was in the 1900s, I guess you'd say, it was widely thought that lasers were only red, because this was the only type of photons that could be reliably pumped. However, nowadays we are able to produce lasers which are red, green, blue, blue-violet, and purple. As the science gets better, we're able to produce monochromatic light of almost any color you can imagine. So that's what's going on with laser. Actually, I almost forgot to mention that laser actually stands for something. LASER actually means light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So that's where LASER comes from. It's not just a word that happens to sound awesome, if you will. So there is our first word of the day. So let's press ever onward into the third section of Physics 365, which is the resource of the day. And this is a fun one. It's New Year's Day. Let's take it easy. And it's a Twitter account called Science Porn. Don't worry, it's not nothing you couldn't show your friends at work, at least most of the time, I guess. And what it is, it's just a lot of wonderful things, a lot of cartoons, information, great little GIFs of things that get you psyched up about science. And so, when you're not exactly looking for science to keep you in the zone in a real hard working way, Science Porn is a great account to check out. So it's at Science Porn. And, unsolicited recommendation there. But do go over and check out that Twitter account because, I tweet it out all the time. I retweet Science Porn constantly. So check out my handle, PWN Physics, or check out Science Porn. And so that is your resource of the day. And that is the first episode of Physics 365. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Take care.